Good afternoon, evening,
whenever
fans.
Whichever.
ECW review for the episode from the 19th, February 19th, 2008.
We're not in March yet. You're jumping the gun a little bit.
Very close. It's closer than one would. The first thing that happened on the show. I thought it was a fun night. I thought it was a good show. Ric Flair made his appearance, and he showed up and talked to Taz for a minute in the middle of the ring. And what? Oh, he was. And so then out.
Not intoxicated.
He wasn't, which I think was an omen.
He's sobering up because he knows he's almost done.
So Elijah Burke comes out. We haven't seen Burke in a while.
Hey!
So glad to see Burke doing his little thing.
I'm the best.
Right. Burke says that I am welcome to ECW country as my place.
That's really not a good.
It's not supposed to be. That's just my general impression. And then after Burke comes Benjamin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Shelton Benjamin.
And Shelton comes out.
Shelton Benjamin.
And he says, I'm the new gold standard. And now Rick does something. Let's see if you agree with me on this. Rick says, no matter how many titles you in your life accumulates, it will never equal the 16 titles. He hisses. But anyway, he says he'll never match my 16 titles. Then he gets in Benjamin's face. Do you mind? Pardon me. And goes, woo! He woos in his face, which he got slapped. And I don't think he deserved to get slapped, but you don't go wooing in people's faces. Do you?
It's Ric Flair.
I know, but it doesn't make a difference.
Oh,
so Benjamin and Burke beat up on Flair, then out comes Punk and knocks the other two guys off, and which set up for later in the show. The main event was going to be a tag team match. We'll get to that momentarily. The first match that we saw of the evening was...
You remember, Kofi Kingston.
Kofi!
Versus a random...
No. This was the jobber that fought... Wait, no, I'm sorry. Never mind. Random jobber this time. Stevie Richards fought the jobber that fought Kingston a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
James Curtis.
But Kofi fought a jobber this time. It was kind of odd.
After last
fought
week.
An actual roster member last week, then he fights a jobber this week.
Again,
enough of the jobbers. Let's get this thing going.
And then afterwards, he said, "To me, ECW is paradise, and anytime there is trouble in paradise, you call Kofi Kingston."
Is that your Santino impression or your Kofi impression?
I'm not very. I never was good at the Jamaican.
Yeah, man. Here's the deal, man. It's Kofi Kingston in the house. It's paradise.
No, it's not even better.
It's totally better.
No. Anyway, so to me, this makes Kofi Kingston a superhero. He moves and stands and acts like a superhero, and now he says, anytime there's trouble in paradise, call Kofi Kingston.
They've already tried the superhero thing once.
I'm not saying he's not an overt superhero. He just...
I know what you mean.
So anyway, that stood out to me. Next match, Miz versus Colin Delaney. Now this was a highlight for me. So Tommy escorted the Miz out.
Actually got a little bit of offense in there.
He did. But then Morrison pulls the legs out under Colin.
It's like, what?
And then,
what did I do?
And the referee says, get out of here!
What?
And so as he leaves, he goes like this. And he turns to leave after doing... Oh, sorry. After doing his little thing. I thought that was so funny. But anyway, so Colin ends up losing. I so wanted him to beat... Maybe next week we'll see him beat The Miz, because he works very well in The Miz and Morrison with that dynamic of, bullies. So,
I don't think they're ready to give him a win yet. A couple weeks down the road.
But anyway, so Miz and Morrison then slam Colin one last time before they leave. Then that's that. Next match, Stevie Richards fights who?
I don't know.
James Curtis, who we saw fight Kofi Kingston last week. So maybe Curtis is, moving up in the world. I mean, he's still a jobber, but a better jobber.
More than you are.
We don't have to make this personal. I didn't say anything about you.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, Stevie Richards...
You said I had a terrible Jamaican accent.
Well, you said I had a terrible Jamaican accent.
Booyah.
Where's your fire hat?
Oh, God.
Okay.
We're getting started on that. Anyway.
So, Stevie Richards wins a pretty straightforward match, but again, kind of a, reintroduction to Richards, and he's warming back up and whatnot. Then the final match, Flair, Punk, Benjamin, and Burke.
Think about it for a minute, didn't you?
Yeah, that it was a... And so that was... and the figure 4 leg lock. Now, Spinnernet pointed out that the figure 4 leg lock is all of a sudden working again.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with what Spinnernet said about that. I mean, I can see his point of view. I can get where he's coming from.
Right, that for a long time
because it has been in a while since it was what it once was, but it still has been useful, not in like a match finishing sense. But it has been useful. But it fits this story. I mean, it's Flair's move.
And the audience just goes crazy when he starts to do it.
I think it's only fitting that's how he's winning these matches.
And I think he's been looking very good lately, Flair has. For a while, he was just getting pounded just for, and having to be saved by somebody. But he's been looking good the last couple matches I've seen. So, and it was good that this week they didn't try to drag in that whole career-threatening thing. It was just kind of a
fun
straightforward match. Yeah. So it was I thought it was a fun night overall.
And no Chavo.
Oh, Chavo! Well, actually, he's the title holder. You'd think they'd, parade him out a little bit.
Just proves they don't know what to do with him.
True. So that was the show. Anything to add?
I don't think so. I thought
it was a fun show.
That's about it. I mean, it's your typical ECW show.
And I guess we're speechless. I guess we've run out of things to say.
We don't know.
We just posted, for those of you who are dying to hear it, our No Way Out song. We promised it to you. Hey there, John Cena.
MySpace.
Yes.
We both now have.
I now have my own MySpace page.
He has his own MySpace page.
So look on our little
It's on the sheet. It's right above the send messages icon.
Right.
So check that out.
So find us both and become my friend because I'm very lonely.
He's dying for some friends. So that's it, everybody.
So have a good evening, and we'll see you for SmackDown.
Peace.